Here we go, guys. This is West Ham Chelsea. I'm just going to be commentating on what I'm watching. You're not going to see any of the game because obviously we can't do that. Big night for Chelsea this. If we can win tonight with Leicester losing to Everton, we'll go third. Just waiting for kickoff. It's a strong Chelsea team. Changes afoot. Kepa in goal. Aspi, Rudiger, Christensen. I believe it's Alonso. Yeah. So it is Kepa, Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso, Conte, Kovacic, Barkley, Willian, Abraham, Pulisic. No Mason Mount. On the bench tonight, Caballero, Zuma, James, Jorginho, Gilmore, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi and Giroud. As the players and everyone takes the knee. We're going to get the game underway. Big game. Got myself prepared. Right, kick-off. Chelsea have possession straight from kick-off, which is good. We just need to dominate possession of the ball. A nice early chance to be created will be good. Touch one, hello mate, how you doing? Well, obviously this is going to be slightly delayed to what you would watch on your TV, so we have to be aware of that. Chelsea's possession is broken up early and West Ham are pressing forward, but Chelsea are looking to deal with it. It's a bit congested in midfield, but that's what West Ham do against us. They play literally 10 players behind the ball. Antonio's up front. Looks like Lanzini's playing Fornals, Bowen. Right, they've broken up our play and up to Antonio. We've given the ball away. Just inside our half. Goes out wide. West Ham down the left-hand side. Aspi wins the challenge against Antonio. Did well. Force West Ham to go all the way back. Hi, Sarel. Come on, Chels. West Ham with possession inside their own half, going all the way back to the goalkeeper. Like to see Tammy get a goal tonight. Aspi missed the header. Goalkeeper lumped the ball forward. Aspi missed the header, but it comes off Lanzini's foot and goes out for a Chelsea throw. You have to excuse my Barnet, people. It's being cut tomorrow. The wifey's going to cut it. Supposed to be doing it tonight before this game, but we didn't get around to doing it, which is why I've got nothing in it. I look like a bit of a idiot. Let's just say that. Right, Chelsea with possession has gone away back to Rudiger, who steps just inside our half. Alonso wide left, gets the cross in. Tammy tries to take it down and it's cleared. Conte's there to win the ball again, and West Ham just thumped the ball forward. Christensen's underneath it. Wins the header. Aspi and Conte are to me to you. William picks the ball up now, takes it down. Kovacic, 10 yards inside our half. Plays it wide out to Rudiger. Comes this way to Alonso. Inside to Kovacic. To Alonso. Rudiger back to the goalkeeper. There's a distinct shape about West Ham already. Antonio is playing at least 10-15 yards further forward than the midfielders. They're all dropping in the midfield. And they're going to try and shut the space and make it difficult for Chelsea tonight. We just need to make sure we use the ball quick. Right, Christensen strides forward inside their half. Looks for Alonso, but Bowen has got all the way back in. Ball's lumped forward and Rudiger sees the ball out. Chelsea throw. Halfway inside our half on the left-hand side. No one's really got hold of the ball and had a period of controlled possession yet. Right, it comes out to Willian on the right-hand side. just inside the West Ham half. He comes inside and switches to play. Great ball wide to Alonso, who's down the left-hand side. Crosses first time, blocked. We've got a corner. Great move. Willian with a sweeping ball. That new kit is decent. I think it's really nice. Apart from the fact that obviously the new sponsor's logo is massive, but I think that new kit is really decent. Looks good. Right, Chelsea's first corner of the game. 4 minutes gone. Williams take it right-footed. Swings it in. Flicked on by Aspi and then blocked. Alonso with an acrobatic overhead kick. Feeble goes straight to the goalkeeper. I will adjust the light and I'll put a light on in a bit. Aspi got in front of his man near post. But nothing come of it in the end. West Ham have got possession, gone back to their back four. Centre half, lumps the ball forward, looking for a run of Fornals, and Rudiger heads it away, but straight to Bowen. Kovacic has done brilliant. He's nicked the ball and now he strides forward into West Ham's half. Willian, wide left, picks it up inside their box, looking for a pullback, but Declan Rice has read it and comes away with the ball. Rice with loads of space to move into. Bowen on the right-hand side. Plays it up to Rice, who's continued his run. Rudiger's fronting him up. And Alonso. They both do well, and he rolls it out of play. Good chance for Willian. He looked for a pullback to the penalty spot, but Rice read it all day long and cleared up. Right, we've got the ball. It's worked through the back four to Aspi. Back to Christensen inside our box. And Rudiger comes forward in space to Alonso. Alonso looks for long ball up to Aspi, to Abraham even. Rice cleans up second ball. And it goes out for a Chelsea throw. Just inside, 10 yards inside West Ham's half on the right-hand side. Touch one at the minute. Pretty even Steven, to be fair. Both of them. West Ham have come here, set their stall out early. 10 men behind the ball, or at least 9 behind the ball. Williams beating the defender, gets the cross in over Abraham and straight into Fabianski's hands. Chelsea are probing, which is good. West Ham, I don't think, have been inside our box yet. So Fabianski's taking his time with a goal kick as West Ham push everyone forward. Lumps the ball forward. Rudiger wins a header. Pulisic is barged off it. Back to Rudiger and Kovacic, nice and calm, to Conte, who's closed down. Kovacic is there again. It's so congested in the middle of midfield at the minute. Through midfield, it's just Chelsea need to get the ball wide. And when we do get the ball wide, we need to get it in there early. We need to play quicker. Stats showing up on the screen. 64% possession Chelsea have got after 7 minutes. But as yet, nothing to show for it. Right, Chelsea's got possession just inside the West Ham half. Barkley out wide right to Aspi. William makes a run forward. Tries to get an early crossing that's blocked. And West Ham in their left-hand corner clear it. Christensen wins it. Conte in space in midfield. Drives forward, beats 2. Gives it to Aspi wide right. Aspi knocks it back to Barkley. Inside to Kovacic. Pulisic back to Kovacic. Now to Alonso. In West Ham's final third, edge of the box, Pulisic turns. Nutmegs one of the not Declan Rice, one of the defenders. But Bowen's got back in and clears it. That pretty much tells you the pattern of the game. Jared Bowen, who's their winger on the right-hand side, is back literally on the byline doing his defensive work. That's how the game's going to pan out. It has done for the past few years at West Ham. They set their stall out early, and if you score against them early, then it forces them to change. But at the minute, they're in their shape, and they're forcing us backwards. And the ball's gone back to Kepa. So Kepa, with possession of the ball. 8 minutes gone. Plays it square to Christensen, up to Aspi on the right. Halfway inside our half, goes back to Christensen again. West Ham have pushed quite high quite further forward, I should say. Christensen looks for a run of Barkley, Abraham even. I thought it was Barkley. Looked like he was going to make the run, but he didn't. West Ham break up play. Look for Antonio, long ball, and it's mopped up again. That's what it's going to be like. And the ball comes to Kepa. Just plays it out to Rudiger. Rudiger just outside our box, goes square to Christensen. We're making it easy for West Ham at the minute. Barkley's looking to run in behind, but then stops. Goes back again. Christensen, 10 yards inside our half. Square again to Rudiger. We're literally passing backwards and forwards across the back four at the minute because West Ham are set in their defensive shape. There's no space in front of the back four. We're dominating the ball. We've moved inside their half now, halfway inside the West Ham half. And Kovacic tries to play square to Barkley. Broken up, but then Barkley wins it back and does well. Alonso, right in front of Frank Lampard, who's barking his orders, goes back to Rudiger. I think West Ham, touch one, I think West Ham will be looking for that ball over the top all day long. We need to move it wide and quick. When Chelsea play quick and they move the ball quick, incisive early passes, that's when we're at our best. Ball's played to Alonso down the left-hand side, gets the cross in, blocked, but comes out to Willian, edge of the box, comes inside on his right foot, shoots. Fabianski saves it. Good shot from Willian. Eden Hazard-esque. Picks up the ball, left corner of the box, comes inside on his right foot. Gets a good shot away, but Fabianski's read it all day long. First shot on target. Well, I say first shot. Of real note, we should say. Right, West Ham have got the ball inside our half and go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea pressing with Barkley. Play the ball up to Cresswell. Looking for Lanzini, but Aspie's there to close him down. 11 minutes gone. Chelsea are dominant. West Ham are set in their shape. And this is probably what's going to happen the rest of the game. West Ham throw up the line. Aspie clears it. Another throw for West Ham. They're probably halfway inside our half now, down the left-hand side. Cresswell with the throw. No, he's giving it to Antonio. Centre-backs are coming up for a long throw into the box. We need to deal with this. Needs to be organisation here. They got some big players, West Ham. Souček, Diop, they're all up. Long ball comes in the box. Souček wins the header. Bowen wins it cleared. Bowen had won it, but he was shut down, cleared, giving away a free kick. Chelsea clear our lines. Rudiger's won a free kick. 12 minutes gone. Danger averted. It's got to be quicker, Chelsea. We can't get frustrated. It's important that you don't get frustrated. You just keep working the ball from right to left. Keep moving them about. Hopefully, late in the game, the last sort of 20 minutes of the game, we can really take hold of this. Because West Ham, playing the way they are, chasing the ball down and just playing in their defensive shape, hopefully will get tired. Right, Christensen's got the ball on our byline and clears it. Him and Kepa. West Ham have nicked it. And Antonio, edge of the box. He gets past Rudiger. And Antonio has just shot just wide. And as he's done that, Lanzini's gone up far post and missed it. Golden opportunity. We had the ball. Kepa gave Christensen a ball sideways, which was pointless. As Christensen's tried to clear it, he's given it straight to their midfield and they've one or two touch passes and then Antonio turns Rudiger. Rudiger tries to get a block in, but he doesn't. And it goes about 2 foot wide and Lanzini's he can't get there. That is a concern. And even again, West Ham, Antonio again. This time the shot's blocked by Christensen. Azpilicueta clears his lines right hand side, thumps the ball into their box and Abraham's chasing it down but won't get there. Back to Fabianski and he lumps the ball forward. That was a concern. Rudiger takes it down on his chest, gives it to Alonso inside our half. Halfway inside our half and gives the ball back to Rudiger. Rudiger looking for a ball. He's played Kovacic in. Halfway inside the West Ham half. Looking for a runner. He's got it from Alonso on the left-hand side. Cuts back in on his right foot. Plays it back to Conte. He goes back to Rudiger. Rudiger back inside to Conte. Who's moving forward now. Edge of their box. Plays it wide to Alonso on the left-hand side. Cross is blocked, but will come to Willian on the right-hand side. Just outside their box. Plays it to Aspi. Cross comes in. Pulisic went up and was beaten. They clear it, West Ham. Souček on the right-hand side. Looking for Antonio, but Rudiger stepped in front, won it, and it's Chelsea come forward again. Alonso on the left-hand side. Inside to Pulisic, who turns. Running at West Ham defence, edge of the box. Plays it to Alonso. Moving towards the byline. Cuts back on himself. Back to Kovacic, who steps inside. The challenge. Pulisic, edge of the box. But as they turn inside, there's literally 6 West Ham shirts camped on the edge of their box. And Chelsea are going nowhere at the moment. Ball's played over the top by West Ham. Rudiger's got Antonio to deal with and he does well. Gives it back to Kepa. Christensen picks up the ball. Moving forward, halfway inside our half. Plays it to Aspi, just inside their half. At right back, goes back to Christensen. Christensen's looking for a ball. Barkley's dropping deep to get it. Aspi's gone down the right-hand side. Williams picked the ball up. Gives it to Azpilicueta on the edge of their box. Tries to run Cresswell. Cresswell's covered him. Lanzini picks it up by the corner flag and they're coming forward. West Ham Rice. Plays it up to Fornals. Plays it to Antonio. Souček's got it. Coming forward just inside our half now. They move it to the right to Bowen. He's got a runner that takes Alonso away and Bowen moves forward down the right-hand side. Brilliant from Kovacic. Barges him off the ball and we win it back. Pulisic picks the ball up. 25 yards out from our goal. Gives it back to Rudiger. West Ham are not pressing now. They're just sitting in their shape. Barkley comes deep to get it. He's got time to turn and he does. Gives it to Alonso just inside their half. Left back. Back inside to Barkley. Looking for a pass. Literally 2 banks. 2 banks of 4 with 4 nows. They're playing 9 outfield players and the goalkeeper. We've worked it wide to Alonso. Cross comes in. Abraham with a flick. It comes at edge of the box. Willian tries to get it back in and it's blocked. And Lanzini's give it to Fornals. And he just gives the ball away. Willian's going to pick it up halfway inside West Ham's half on the right-hand side. Plays it back to Kovacic in the middle. He goes square to Rudiger. He comes this way first time to Alonso. Alonso goes all the way back to Rudiger on the halfway line. Hi everyone, let's join in. I've got the chat there. I've got the game on here, so I will catch up with all of you. Ariel De Gama, Nico Opo, Ozariman, Atomon, hello mate. Education Hub, how you doing? Kelly Glenn. Right, we've had possession again and we're playing it through the middle and it's getting broken down. But Conte's picked the ball up and given it to William, wide right. Fronted up by 2. Conte's made the move, wide right. Floats the ball in the box. Goes over Abraham and they clear it. Kovacic brings it down. 30 yards out, middle of the pitch. Plays it to Pulisic, back to goal. Gives it to Kovacic, who plays the ball wide to Aspi. Acres of space, but he's overhit it and Aspi did well to try and keep the ball in, but West Ham have won it back. Declan Rice plays it up to Antonio on halfway and he's trying to turn Christensen. And Christensen brings him down. Is that a booking? It isn't. He barged him. Referee says it was fair. We've won the ball back. Christensen did well there. He was tested for pace and did well. Right, we've got the ball halfway inside our half now. Kovacic to Conte, who gives it to Aspi and gets it back. Conte comes this way to Rudiger. Strides forward onto halfway. Goes left to Alonso. Alonso picks up the ball 30 yards out from West Ham's goal, left-hand side. comes back to Kante. Once again, West Ham so congested. Barkley has a strike from 30 yards. The ball was played into Barkley's feet and he was given time to turn, hit it 30 yards out, and it was easy for Fabianski. He saw it all the way, read it all the way, and saved it. 19 minutes gone. West Ham, you have to say, have had the best chance with Antonio. Chelsea had some couple of pot shots. I mean, that's all you could really say. Well, we've got the ball. Kovacic, halfway inside our half, goes back to Rudiger, pressed by Souček, and it goes back to Kepa. Christensen, back to Kepa. Rudiger, in acres and acres of space, as West Ham's midfielder sat on the halfway line. Rudiger comes forward, got no option, but sees Aspi on the right-hand side in space, picks him out, halfway inside the West Ham half. Looks for Abraham. Pulisic! Oh, he's just struck it over the bar. Aspi did well. He picked up loads of space on the right-hand side. As he strides forward, Barkley makes a run, and the ball's played to Barkley. Abraham leaves it because he thinks Barkley's going to get there, but Pulisic, cutting in from the left, right foot curler, goes just over the bar. That was a good opportunity. That was a good chance. 20 minutes gone. Good to see Pulisic, but the problem we're having, and the problem we always have, is because West Ham is so condensed. The two banks are four, and they looking to crowd out the middle and midfield, and we need to go wide. But of course, when you go wide, what have you got to do with it? You've got to get it in the middle. So we need something at the minute. Right, ball's gone forward. Kovacic on halfway, gives it to Kante. West Ham have got a throw. Right in front of Frank Lampard's technical area. West Ham throw. Hendricks to take it, or Fredericks even. Hendricks, he plays for Burnley, doesn't he? With the same shirts, same colour. Right, he takes a throw, looking for Antonio. He's overthrown it. Rudiger wins the header. Souček makes a mess of a clearance, and Willian tries to... He's found Abraham. Abraham, 30 yards out with three defenders around him. He's done well. He's forced them all the way back into their own box, and they've had to clear it for a throw. Bonner, Abraham done really well. He made something of nothing from that and did really well. Drinks break. Chelsea throw. Aspi on the right hand side gets it back from Willian. Tries to cross it. It goes nowhere. Hi, John. I am trying to keep an eye on the chat as well, guys. Oh, we got the ball. Pulisic goes back to Rudiger. Halfway inside West Ham's half. Gives it wide left to Alonso. But every time Chelsea are picking the ball up in the middle of midfield, they're looking up, and there's at least 8 West Ham players between them and the goal, making it difficult, West Ham, as they always do. I have to say straight away, we've just tried to break possession, and West Ham have won it back. Bowen down the right hand side looks for a ball in the channel to Antonio, who holds off Christensen, and unfortunately for him, Christensen does enough and forces the ball out of play. Chelsea goal kick. Just showing his opportunity again. He literally he turned Rudiger. He sort of shanks it. He shanks the ball. His drinks breaks in game. So cheers, people. Just going to put a light on while we're here. So it's better so that guys can see. Oh dear. Live, son of Ericsson, thank you. How you doing? You doing all right? All right, drinks, breaks. Frank's trying to get his message across here. Again, we need to make sure that we're moving it quick. Touch one, need Ollie on. Yeah, maybe. But the problem is that if you think about the way Ollie plays, he tries to be a bit of a link man. It's good if you can move the ball quick and you can play off him quick. Of course it is with Giroud. But if you're playing the ball up to him to then try and feed off of him, he's going to try and hold it up and then play it into somebody. But there's so many West Ham players there protecting their goal. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so ball's played up to Tammy Abraham, just inside their half. He tries to play it inside to Pulisic and gives it away. And West Ham come forward, move forward to the edge of our box on the left-hand side. Antonio, fronted up by Christensen and Barkley. Cross comes in from Creswell. Alonso heads it away, far post. West Ham still got pressure. They go back. Declan Rice looking for a ball. He comes wide right to Bowen, just outside Chelsea's box on the right-hand side. Goes back. It's gone back to the centre-back just inside their half. Played it inside to Bowen, and Kovacic has won it and done really well and gives it to Barkley. Willian, just inside West Ham's half, on the right-hand side. Looking to take on Ogbonna. He goes to the outside, tries to get across, and it's blocked. Across the deflection, then comes off of him and goes for a throw to West Ham. Right, West Ham are taking their time with their throws already. Well, Jamie, how you doing? Jamie Kirtley, hopefully. Right, it's so condensed. There's about 10 players in a 20-yard square area or 10-yard area. Ridiculous. Right, we've got the ball back just inside our half. Christensen goes square to Rudiger. Steps inside to Conte. Barkley with Rice up against him. Turns him. Gets a free kick. So Chelsea's now got a free kick. About 35 yards out on the right-hand side. Perfect opportunity to get a ball into the box. Barkley did well. Ariel de Gama, Werner will be amazing for us. Be different class. Absolute quality forward. He can play wide left, cutting in. He can play down the middle. He's only 24 as well. He's outstanding. Outstanding signing. Right, 27 minutes in. Willian looking to curl one into the box. West Ham have got their back four pushed right up on the edge. Cross comes in. Headed away, unmarked. Comes out to Kovacic. Alonso gets the cross in. Defended away. Cleared. Comes out for a throw. Alonso, about 25 yards out on the left-hand side, goes back to Kovacic. Without any pressure on him, goes back to Rudiger. Kovacic picks up the ball. West Ham is sitting deep. Barkley comes short. Lays it off to Abraham. Holds off the challenge. Looks to play in William, but overhits it and it goes off for a throw. Lampard looks a little bit frustrated. We need a win tonight. We're 3 points clear of Man United. 3 points clear of Wolves. Man United have got a 6-goal better goal difference than us. If we win tonight, we go 2 points above Leicester. This is an opportunity. We'll take a scrappy 1-0 here. West Ham throw. Goes back to Creswell. He lumps it forward. And Antonio's turn. Christensen tries to knock the ball forward, but plays it straight into the path of Rudiger. Kepa. Rudiger brings the ball forward. He's literally striding forward into 40 yards worth of space with West Ham camped in their half. Comes to Alonso on the left, goes back to Rudiger, 10 yards inside our half. Literally looking for a run, and there's no one. Right, Kovacic picks up the ball and drives inside their half. Looks for a run of Abraham. And he's found him, but the defender with a challenge comes off Abraham's leg and goes off for a throw. That's what Tammy needs to be doing. He needs to run the channels. And he's trying to drag the defenders away. The coverage has gone to Giroud on the bench, looking pensive, watching the game, taking it all in. Need to move quicker. Need to move it quicker, and we need movement up front. It's important tonight. Right, West Ham have got the ball inside our half, just inside our half. Conte wins the challenge. Kovacic helps him out. Christensen goes square to Azpilicueta now as he steps forward, about 10 yards inside our half on the right-hand side. Again, West Ham fronting up on the edge of in their half. Goes to Conte, gives it to Willian on the right-hand side. About 10 yards inside their half now. Kovacic in space in the middle of midfield. Goes to Rudiger. Picks it back up again. 1-2 with Barkley and Kovacic 25 yards out to Pulisic. West Ham have got 8 players behind the ball as we've got it on the edge of the box, and Barkley tries a shot, cutting in from the left-hand side on his right foot, and it's blocked. And Declan Rice, chased by Tammy, plays it out wide left. Aspi nicks in and wins the ball in front of Antonio, and it goes all the way back to Kepa. Rudiger has got time and space to turn. Plays it to Kovacic, 10 yards inside our half, centre circle. Goes back. Audio streams. I've got to sort out my audio apparently. I will do that in a bit. Right, Chelsea possession. Played a long ball up to Azpilicueta on the right-hand side. Ball goes back to their defenders in their box and they clear it. Up to halfway. Antonio wins the header. Beats Christensen. Heads it down to Fornals, who gives it wide right to Bowen. Bowen, 30 yards from Chelsea's goal on the right. Back to Fornals. Bowen is fouled by Marcos Alonso. About 10 yards inside the West Ham half on the right-hand side, and it's a chance for West Ham to lump it in the box again for those centre forwards. Alonso is a nothing challenge. He's stood on the back of his foot by accident. Well, I say accident. Looking at the replay, it wasn't. Right, 32 minutes into the game. West Ham have got a free kick. Lump it in the box. Chelsea have pushed the back four and the defensive line 10 yards outside the box. Cross comes in and Abraham defends it well and heads it away for a corner. West Ham corner. Right, 32 minutes in. We need to get this ball away. Bowen, who's just recovering from his incident with Alonso, is going to take it. Bargy in the box. Ogbonna, Diop, Souček. Marked by Aspi, Christensen, Alonso. Now when you see like tall people, I mean all these West Ham players are all over 6 foot. They're literally standing right behind each other, so no one can get in and man mark them, front them on. And Aspi's trying to squeeze in between them all. He's backing into them again. It's brilliant. He's getting spoken to by the referee. He's literally, you've got 3 players like this, back to back, or sort of all standing close by each other, to not allow anyone to get forward and block them. And he's literally he's going bum first to try and squeeze in between all 3 of them. It's brilliant. Right, corner will be taken eventually. 33 minutes gone. Corner comes into the box. Headed. They've scored. West Ham have scored. The corner comes into the box. It's missed at the near post. I don't know who's on the near post, but they miss it. It gets to the back post, and there's a melee. I need to see who this was again. But West Ham's first attempt on goal was blocked. There was bodies on the floor. Right. Cross comes in. Kovacic tries to head it away, flicks it to the back post. Aspi with two players on the back post, Souček and Antonio. Souček's first shot, literally 3 yards out, is blocked by Antonio, who's on the floor, comes back to him, and he flicks it past Aspi and Kepa, and it's 1-0 West Ham. Typical, absolute typical. On a night where you got chances like this, you need to take them. Well, you haven't been quick enough with possession of the ball. What are they doing? Is it being reviewed? It's going to VAR for offside. He's offside. So VAR's looking. As the ball come over and it was flicked on by Kovacic, Antonio is 3 yards out on the floor. Literally lying full length, parallel with the goal line. 3 yards out. Souček's behind him. His first attempt to score hits Antonio, and the second one goes in over him. Because Antonio's in front of Kepa, he can't come out fully, so he tries to stand up. But that first shot, Antonio's offside. His body's offside. What's he checking? He's well offside. The VAR's checking. They're checking. Yeah, he's off. It's Souček's knee. Souček's knee's off, not Antonio. They're all on Antonio. He's not in play. And they're looking at Alonso's foot. And by the looks of it... Hold on. Yeah, he's offside. It should be disallowed. Should be. What are they doing? What are they checking here? It's offside. It's got to be off. It's got to be. Without the commentary, I can't tell you what they're checking, but imagine someone's laying, facing the goal, parallel with the goal, 3 yards out, and you've got someone behind him, kicking the ball at the shot, hits him on the back, and then he flicks it over him the second time. He's got to be off. Has to be off. VAR are checking this. It's ridiculous. Checking goal. Possible offside. Looks to me as though he's off. Right, VAR, the ruling. What is it? Goal disallowed for offside. Disallowed. Brilliant. He was off. Chelsea are lucky there. Really lucky, you have to say. Kovacic, front post. Goes to head it clear. It comes off top of his head and goes to the back post. And that's what caused the problem. Right, we've got possession of the ball. We've played it up to Aspi on the right. He's been closed down, so it's gone back to Christensen. Lumps it forward. Pulisic tries to win a header. And West Ham clears it. Play the ball forward into our half, and Kante picks the ball up. Barkley in space, just inside our half, strides into West Ham's half, middle of the pitch, comes to the left-hand side to Willian, who switched positions. Willian now, Alonso, wide left, 10 yards from the byline, left-hand side, crosses it into Pulisic, who tries to head it, but he's headed it back the way it come, and it's gone 20 yards wide. That's where the attack's going to come. That's where our chances are going to come from, is when it comes from the wide areas. But getting the ball in early. First time crosses. Don't let the defenders set themselves. Definitely offside. Definitely off. Has to be. West Ham goal kick and Rudiger wins a powerful header up to Abraham. Loses possession. Souček plays the ball up on the right-hand side looking for Bowen. Rudiger comes across. Holds him off. Does well. Right by our corner flag. Left-hand side. Rudiger clears it. Thumps it up. Long ball up to Tammy. Doesn't win it. Conte under pressure. Comes off his head. And Kepa's picked the ball up. Kepa gives it to Christensen, edge of our box. He strides forward slowly. Gives it this way to Rudiger. Rudiger to Christensen. Christensen moves forward. Plays it just inside their half to Barkley and gets it back. Christensen. 10 yards inside their half. Gives it to William back towards him. Or back to goal. But again, there's 4 players around him. Rudiger. It goes all the way back to Rudiger. Christensen. Right of centre. Plays the ball up to Aspi. Halfway inside their half. Back to William. William comes back into the middle. Into where it's all congested. Again. From right to left. Rudiger's picked the ball up. Plays it up to Pulisic. Halfway inside their half. Goes past Bowen, but then gets held off. And West Ham clear it up the line to Bowen. But Conte's there to win it, and does. Strides forward. Kovacic moving forward towards the byline. Pulisic, edge of the box. He's taken out, and Chelsea's got a penalty. Christian Pulisic picked the ball up, edge of the box. Sees a defender, Diop, coming towards him. Knocks it past him inside the box, and Diop brings him down. And Chelsea's got a penalty. 40 minutes gone. Great move. Kovacic, brilliant. Flicks it inside to Pulisic. Takes a touch. Sees the tackle coming. Flicks it past him. Brilliant. That left-hand side, cutting in onto his right foot. Edge of the box. Penalty all day long. Willian, I think, should be taking it. David Moyes is not happy. Yeah, Willian to take the penalty just before half-time. This goal, if this goes in, it's going to force West Ham to change their game plan. And the game will open up second half. Willian against Fabianski. Strides forward. And scores. Left-hand corner. Brilliant penalty. Fabianski went the wrong way. Excellent. West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Moyes is not happy with the goal disallowed, but great move. Chelsea had possession of the ball from right to left. They come to the left-hand side. Rudiger played it up. Played the ball forward. West Ham stepped forward and won the challenge, but then Kovacic and Conte between them picked the ball up. Conte plays Kovacic down the left-hand side as he's running towards the byline, sees Pulisic edge of the box and flicks it inside to him. From the left-hand side with his right foot, Pulisic cuts in right inside the box and wins the penalty, and William puts it away. 1-0. And we've broken up their possession. Willian, just inside their half, running forward. Move forward. Pulisic, edge of the box, left-hand side. Got 4 defenders in front of him. Declan Rice does well to win the challenge. Alonso tries to get a deflected cross in and West Ham clear it. Right in front of Lampard. Play the ball forward to Antonio. Ball goes out for a Chelsea throw. Pulisic with his quick feet has won that penalty. 1-0. 1-0. Anthony Smith, you're right, mate. Captain America. Mr. Spliffy, hello, mate. I'm not going to ask what you're doing. Right, we've got the ball. So Rudiger's picked the ball up inside our half. Halfway inside our half. Plays it to Alonso. Alonso up to Abraham, who first time gives it back to Conte. Abraham, edge of the box, left-hand side. Tries to find Willian. First time. Doesn't. Clear it. Kovacic picks the ball up. Aspi plays it up to Barkley. Halfway inside West Ham's half. Goes back on the right-hand side to Aspi. Comes back into Barkley. Looking for a ball but hasn't got one. So switches it to Rudiger this side. Rudiger. 15 yards inside their half. Looking for a ball. Hasn't got one. Kovacic comes this left-hand side. Picks the ball up. Back to Rudiger. Kovacic again. Once again, though, West Ham in their shape. Chelsea have got no out ball. There's no movement. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Right, Christensen. Plays it up to Kovacic. 10 yards inside our half. Turns. Gives it to the left-hand side to Alonso. It goes back to Rudiger, and Rudiger clears the ball. And Tammy Abraham's in. No, he's not. They've covered him. West Ham are pressing right up on halfway now. Where they sit, they were sitting defending their half. They're now dropping off a bit, but in that moment they were pressed right forward, and the ball over the top would have done it. Like Pulisic and Alonso combined, but Pulisic picks the ball up, tries to get forward, and they clear it just on the edge of their box. Aspie's come across and won the ball back halfway inside their half. Kovacic plays it back to Christensen. Barkley on halfway, 10 yards in space. Gives it to Conte. Goes back to Conte, who's covering Aspie at right back currently. Kovacic just inside their half. Big Show, hello mate. Conte plays it to Kovacic, who steps away from a challenge and then looks for Alonso wide left, but unfortunately he's overhit it. It's applause from Frank Lampard. West Ham throw halfway inside their half on the right hand side, right back position. There's 3 minutes of added on time at the end of this half, and we're in it now. 1-0 Chelsea. Penalty from Willian has divided the teams, but it has been mainly Chelsea. But you still have to say that Antonio should have scored, and he didn't. So, ball ends up going out of play. Chelsea throw. Alonso halfway inside West Ham's half. He's having a talk. He's talking to Antonio and Declan Rice, the referee, at the minute. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe Antonio's moaning about the goal being disallowed. Right, we can get on with it again. I do like Antonio. He's a good player. Right, Chelsea throw. Halfway inside the West Ham half. Alonso gets it back from Abraham. Right on this left-hand side. Lanzini. Antonio William runner. Down the right-hand side in the channel. Edge of Chelsea's box. Right-hand side. Goes to the byline. Rudiger, fronting him up. Blocks the cross. With the help of Conte. Kicks the ball out for a corner. It's one of those where he didn't really know where the ball was, panicked and just throw his foot at it, and he'd gone out for a West Ham corner. A minute and a half of stoppage time to go. Hi Yak Sadan, how you doing? Thank you for the compliment. So West Ham have got a chance for a corner here. They're going to float it in the box again with this 3-man routine. Cross comes in, Kepa comes, blocked off, and they've scored West Ham. It's been disallowed. What's it disallowed for? I know it's gone in. It's been given. West Ham have scored from the corner. Souček has scored to make it 1-1. What happened there? Chelsea's back four. What happened there? Corner comes in. Played to the back post. Souček. He's got Azpilicueta marking him. Souček's about 6'3". He towers above Azpilicueta back post. Heads it down towards goal. Kepa is beaten because he's trying to get across to cover. Tammy Abraham on the line. Tries to clear it. Can't clear it. He just swings a foot at it and it goes in. It's 1-1 West Ham. Have just scored right on half time. They're always going to be a danger from set plays because of the height they got in their team. But Cesar Azpilicueta is marking. What's Azpi? 5'10"? 5'9", 5'10". Souček's what, 6'3", 6'4" at least. Towered over him, back post. Right, Chelsea's ball. Rudiger plays it up to Pulisic. Broken down. It's going to be half time, 1-1. What am I drinking? Uri Geller's. I can't obviously announce it. Advertising. Right, that's disappointing. Half time, 1-1. West Ham, despite all Chelsea's dominance, Chelsea's possession, and Potts have had a goal. Antonio should have scored. They've had a goal disallowed, which was a corner again, and they've scored one. They're dangerous. They're so dangerous, West Ham. Really are. Ah, dearie me. So it's half time, 1-1. We need to move the ball much, much quicker. We have to. Chelsea have to. They really do. Just while I'm here, guys, I'm just going to re-announce my tweet that I'm doing this live. If anyone wants to join. So, that first half, what are we thinking? West Ham do it every single time we play against them. 10 men behind the ball, 2 banks of 4, but the banks of 4 are narrow. So I'm looking at this screen. Well, I should be looking at you. So what they do is they play the 2 banks of 4 narrow. They leave you to move the ball wide, because they know if you move the ball wide, you've got to get it in the box. And if you get it in the box, they're going to have big men there, lots of people in there to head it away, to deal with the crosses in the box. So Chelsea got their luck. I say luck, but they worked the ball well on the left-hand side because there was quick, incisive passing. Kovacic, little flick inside to Pulisic. Pulisic sees the defender, flicks it past him, rides the challenge, gets the corner, gets the penalty. That's what Chelsea need to do. I don't think that Giroud at the minute is the answer. But one thing that was to note there, towards the end of that first half, West Ham had pushed a little bit higher up their back line. And there was a chance where we had possession of the ball inside our half. Rudiger just left the centre about halfway inside our half, saw Tammy making a run, played the ball over the top to him, and but for a bounce and Ogbonna covering him, Tammy would have been in. That could be the answer. Could be. But I guess we just have to wait and see. But it's just so frustrating. Really is. I mean, us in set plays. I mean, look at Aston Villa. It wasn't a set play. It was a cross in the box. We can't deal with crosses, and we need to be much better at that. Someone needs to sort out their marking. You've got Tammy Abraham, who's marking the front post or on the front post to try and clear any balls played in there away. But by doing so, you then put in Cesar Azpilicueta, as I say, 5'8", 5'9", marking a 6'3", 6'4" midfielder on the back post, and it costs you. So I guess we need to sort this out, but we need to be quicker with the ball, as I keep saying most games. But can we make any changes here? Can we? Charles, you are right, mate. Charles Satsu, you're right. But yeah, it's just it's so frustrating. But again, West Ham had the better chance. Antonio. And the disallowed goal. Be interesting to see what Frank does it, because this is a big 45 minutes. This is a chance. I don't know if you haven't seen it already. Everton beat Leicester 2-1 in the early evening game at Goodison. They beat Leicester 2-1. So Chelsea, currently with this point, as it is, 1-1 today at half time, we move level on points with Leicester. But only 3 points then behind, or with Man United behind us. So what we need to do is we need to win this game and extend the lead over United. If we can do that, we go to 5 points clear. And then we got a game coming up this weekend, Watford, who are struggling. This is a good run of games for Chelsea. It really is. Lamps boss. I don't think that they're horrible. I just think that they've got to sort the marking out. They really do. I think that the situation with Rudiger, I think Rudiger can be a little bit erratic. At times in this game, he's been good though. He's been strong. He's been authoritative, and he's holding off the challenges. We just need him to be, I don't know, just calm down a little bit rather than be as sometimes where he just sort of goes that little bit too far maybe. But Christensen's having a decent game. He did well against Antonio when Antonio was played down the wing on him. Did well to hold him off, and Antonio's a big lump, and he managed to get across and barge him off the ball. So they're doing all right. Aspie's doing okay. Aspie's making himself available. Zeno, how you doing? Thanks for the comments, guys. I am trying to read them while I'm doing this, obviously. It's on a different screen here. So they're looking at the VAR goal disallowed. Now, again, so if you can imagine it, if you're looking TV screen, you've got the goal. So the goal's here. So you've got the goal line is here with the goal here. Goal line is here. Antonio, when the ball comes across, tries to volley it in, falls on his back. He's positioned here, parallel to the goal line here. And he's 3 yards out. But Azpilicueta has got Souček with him as well. So Souček tries to hit the ball first time in with Antonio on the floor, and it hits Antonio. Hits him on the leg, comes back to Souček, and then literally right next to each other, Souček then flicks the ball over Antonio, and it goes between Kepa and Azpi. Azpi's trying to stop it, but he can't do a lot because Antonio's in his way. Same with Kepa. But it's definite offside. And the ruling is if it obstructs the goalkeeper's line of view, I mean, the guy's in front of Kepa. Kepa can't come out full pelt and try to block him because there's a body in front of him. Literally on the goal line. So, it definitely should have been disallowed. But it's just, I mean, Kovacic's got to do better. If Kovacic is going to go up there and try to win a header on the near post, he needs to win it. It comes off the top of his head and goes to the back post to give the West Ham player the opportunity. We need to deal with that front post. We didn't win it in the second one either. It's a great. They're just showing the replay of Pulisic's penalty. Spot on. Diop cuts across him. Great penalty from William. Goalkeeper goes that way. William puts it that corner. Great penalty. Zeno, yeah. Azpi there. Yeah. Touch one, we hope so. We really, really hope so. Drinks break. It's hot in this room. I would open the windows, but unfortunately, I'm going to get loads of flies coming in. Yeah. We need to deal with that. We need to deal with the set pieces. Really do. That's the danger. That really is the danger. I mean, Azpi up against a big bloke at the back post, but then Tammy Abraham, if you get to see the replay of it, he tries to swing. He tries to swing his foot at the ball. Leave Son of Ericsson, thank you, mate. I appreciate the comment. Donwin Peanut, Abraham out, Giroud in. Maybe, but then again, the problem is Giroud's not going to run in the channel, is he? That's the thing. And because the way West Ham are playing, if you're going to have someone like Giroud playing, you're going to play the ball up to him, you need to play it off of him quickly. And if you don't do that, you're just going to get sucked up by 6-7 West Ham players in front of their back four and just in that area. So maybe Tammy should be there to make the runs in behind. Appreciate your comments, guys. I'm just trying to do something different. I've never done this before. I tried to do the Europa League final, but I showed restricted content and I got banned, or temporary ban for 3 months. I think I did a Twitter Europa League commentary, which was just rubbish. But anyway, yeah, I think we do need to keep Tammy on. The ball in behind down the channel. He's got to keep running the channels. Move those defenders around, especially the two centre-halves. And in that way, if he goes into the channel on the left-hand side, the likes or the right, the likes of William and Pulisic can cut in. And hopefully we can try and create something. Mason Mount, obviously on the bench. He could be an option. Barkley's been all right. He's not been doing too much in this game. But he's picking the ball up in space. But the problem Barkley's game is all about finding that right pass in behind. We haven't got any runners in behind at the minute, and that's where it's a struggle. Ronaldo, Flowers, how you doing? Kovacic is different class. Kovacic is player of the season. When he was signed, he was obviously asked to play slightly more reserved role under Sarri. Maybe because of Jorginho, I don't know. But, I mean, towards the end of last season, we began to see the real Kovacic. Brilliant player. Box to box, everywhere. Absolute fantastic skill and ability with the ball at his feet. And this season, he's really shone. Absolute bargain, if you ask me. Was it 40 million? Between 40 and 47 million? Outstanding signing. Brilliant player. I mean, you don't play for Real Madrid if you're not good, do you? Let's be honest. So, I'm just going to call you your M. You know who you are in the chat. I'm not going to read that out on this stream. But hopefully the sound's all right for you guys. I keep getting warnings saying my audio stream's not good. As long as you guys can hear me all right. Big half for Chelsea this. Massive half. Anthony Smith, you're spot on. Kovacic, outstanding. There's a slight delay with what I'm recording and what you're seeing, so I am sort of responding to the chat as it's coming through. Hopefully you guys can see it as well. Thanks, such one. Appreciate it. This is a massive 45 minutes for Chelsea. If you like my sort of commentary on this, then I do have a different channel on YouTube, and it's about the game Football Manager 2020. And I'm looking after Gateshead at the moment, and we've gone from Conference North to the Premier League in 7 seasons. And the commentary in-game is pretty much like this. So it's called Magoobage, MCGOOBAGE, on Football Manager on YouTube. Have a look at that, or check out other channels or things like that listed on my channel after you've watched this stream, and you can find it on there. But the actual broadcaster showing Liverpool winning the league and celebrating, it's bad. It just makes you sick, doesn't it? Can't stand Liverpool. Cliff, I think you're right. Sometimes he does. Rudiger plays like he's a bit nervous. He's what's the word? Antsy, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, Chelsea's out for the second half. West Ham are not out yet. Plenty of football coming our way. Just to say, Saturday's game, Chelsea are playing Watford, I believe, and I believe it's in the evening. There won't be any commentary from me because it's my wife's birthday, so I have to record the game and I have to watch it after the event, or maybe on the Sunday I'll watch it. I'm not sure, but I have to miss one live and do it then. So hopefully this time next week, during the week when there's a game on, I'll be doing the commentary. Again, something like this, depending on how popular it is. Make sure you share it. Make sure you tell other people about it if you can. And also make sure you tell people about my channel. Obviously, I do the daily news. I also do the extended videos. I do the in-depth videos. And I really appreciate all you guys and the support you give. So thank you so much. This half-time's taking ages. I'm roasting here. We really need to do better with set pieces. Right, so let's have a look at Twitter while I'm here. Have we got any? Do any changes at half time? Let's have a look. There's a tweet from Stanford Chidge, who does the Chelsea Fancast. Dear Sir Frank of Lampard, please phone up your mate John Terry and hire him to teach Chelsea how to defend set pieces and crosses into the box. And I think that's spot on. Absolute spot on. Do you guys? Kenko, be nice. Right, okay, so kick off second half. West Ham lump the ball forward up to Souček, and then they've got a chance. They're edge of the box. Antonio, left hand corner, tries to shoot and it's blocked and it goes out for a West Ham throw. Chelsea doesn't look like there's any changes at half time to either side. Carl Binns, hello mate. Yep, bring in JT. Imagine that. Would he be comfortable working for Frank though? That's the question, isn't it? I think they would. I think it'd be a great combination. Bring Idiger Johnson in as well, maybe. Right, West Ham throw back to the right back who lumps it in the box. Souček wins the header, but Barkley gets the ball clear. Cresswell, left hand side, edge of the box, goes back. Lanzini back to Rice. West Ham got the ball. They go back to halfway. Ogbonna looks to wide right and Willian covering. Does well. Wins the header first time. Then steps in and wins a challenge of Cresswell, and it's a Chelsea throw. Declan Rice hasn't done much really. He's just been defending most of the time. Right, another Chelsea throw. This time right in front of Frank Lampard. Right hand side. Aspie to take it. Yeah, Drogba. Yeah, of course. Of course, Anthony. Right, Barkley loses the challenge on halfway. Souček goes back to the right back. Kovacic steps in, wins the challenge and forces him backwards. And then forces the ball out for a throw. Halfway, right hand corner. Right hand corner on halfway. Right hand side even. Aspie. Encouraging the players. West Ham throw. Play it up to Antonio. Halfway inside Chelsea's half. They switch the play from right to left. Cresswell moves forward. Chelsea tracking across with Willian. Aspie goes to challenge Lanzini. Goes backwards. Declan Rice picks up the ball. Left hand edge. Again, keeps going forward and goes back. Chelsea are doing well in defensive shape at the minute. Lanzini, 30 yards out, in the middle of the pitch. Tackled by Conte. Abraham, back to Conte. Pulisic, in the centre circle. Plays it wide right to Willian, who's got space. And he goes down the right-hand side. Edge of the box, looks for a cross to Tammy Abraham. And it goes just beyond him. Tammy picks up the ball. Alonso, edge of the box, left-hand corner. Inside to Abraham. Plays it to Pulisic, tries to turn defender. Defender reads it and clears it. Pulisic goes all the way back to Conte. Comes back to Aspie, middle of West Ham's half. Christensen strides forward and gives it to Willian. 30 yards out, right hand side. Goes back inside to Rudiger. Rudiger plays it wide to Pulisic. Level with the box. Drives to the byline, left-hand side, crosses the ball in and Declan Rice clears it. There were 6 or 7 West Ham bodies in front of the Chelsea attackers there. No one went near post and gambled. Chelsea throw. Halfway inside West Ham's half, left-hand side. West Ham clear it up to Antonio. Brought down by Christensen on halfway. West Ham free kick. Antonio does well to hold the ball up, I tell you. Right, West Ham with the free kick. Play it to the right back, goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Fabianski lumps it forward. Christensen wins the header. Barkley loses out to Rice on halfway. Antonio plays it to Cresswell. 30 yards out, left-hand side. Comes deflected off Aspie and goes for Chelsea. Off Antonio again and goes for Chelsea throw. Azpilicueta. Throws the ball up to halfway. Headed away by Rice. West Ham win possession and play it to the right back, who's got loads of space to move forward. 30 yards out. Tries a shot and Kovacic has got across and blocked it. West Ham throw. Brilliant from Kovacic. $50 minutes gone. West Ham 1, Chelsea 1. West Ham have started much the better this second half. It has to be said. Right, another set piece, another long throw, and more bodies in the box. We need to deal with this. Throw comes in. Christensen wins it. Pulisic, edge of his box, clears it. Lumps it forward. 10 yards inside our half. West Ham have got to throw with the right back. Looking for an option. Taking his time. Congested again. Goes short to Souček. Plays it back to Diop. It goes back even further. 15 yards inside their own half now. Now Cresswell. Plays it up just inside halfway to Declan Rice. He gives it to Lanzini. Declan Rice. 10 yards outside our box. Plays it up to Antonio on the edge of the box. Looking for a penalty. He's not got it. Bowen on the right-hand corner of our box. Cross comes in and West Ham have just scored to make it 2-1. Ridiculous defending. Absolute ridiculous defending. West Ham had possession of the ball left-hand side. Lanzini picks the ball up and cuts in about 25 yards out. He spots Antonio, edge of the box. It's Declan Rice who plays it into Antonio. He's on the edge of the box with Rudiger. Rudiger gets a foot in. Antonio goes down for a penalty. The ball gets played out wide right to Bowen. And Antonio, who's gone down, has got himself up, made a run off to the back post. Rudiger, Christensen, all ball watching. Azpilicueta's got two men on him. Cross comes in from Bowen, right hand side, and 6 yards out. Antonio shoots, unmarked. Azpilicueta's marking Lanzini. Christensen and Rudiger both got caught ball watching. Antonio went down when the ball's played up to him on the edge of the box, looking for a penalty. Wasn't given. Rudiger then just carried on and just went forward to the left-hand side to cover Alonso. Christensen then went across to cover Rudiger. Nobody was watching what was Antonio was doing. We've seen He's got Lanzini with him, back post. Steps there, unmarked, 2-1 West Ham. And with that, Kovacic has gone off and Mason Mount's come on. Right, Christensen, 10 yards inside West Ham's half, gives it to Azpilicueta, who's got three players around him, does well. Conte, 10 yards inside a half, dead centre, plays it wide left to Alonso. Alonso, up to Mason Mount, who's on for Kovacic, to Pulisic. Comes inside, Alonso, comes backwards and square to Conte. 35 yards out, up to Abraham, edge of the box, lays it off to Willian. Cross comes in. Mason Mount tries to get the clearance. Mason Mount, no, offside. Barkley's not been influenced. He's not had to touch the ball second half. I'm wondering what we need to do. Loftus-Cheek. Play Loftus-Cheek in the middle of midfield. When he's on his bike and he gets going, he's just brilliant. He's like a Rolls Royce, Loftus-Cheek. It's 2-1 down. 53 minutes gone. West Ham have got a free kick. Fabianski on the edge of his box lumps the ball forward into our half. Aspi wins the header at right back. Declan Rice picks it up and gives it to Cresswell. Antonio mixes up with communication with the defender and it rolls through to Kepa. Rudiger's picked up the ball just inside our box and comes forward with it. Conte turns. Christensen striding forward, 10 yards inside our half. On the right-hand side, gives it to Rudiger, dead centre. Plays it up on halfway to Mason Mount. He's got time to turn. And he does. Gives it to Alonso. Gets the ball back from Alonso. Unopposed. So much space, Mason Mount. Literally steps forward into our half to Alonso. Alonso does well to control it and come inside. Back to Mason Mount. 40 yards from goal. Switches the play from left to right. Azpi. Has got to keep moving them. Keep moving them about. Azpilicueta's got the ball back from Conte. Willian on the right-hand side. Drives towards the byline. Crosses blocked and goes for a throw. Literally 2 yards from the byline. Right-hand corner. Chelsea throw. Aspi to take it. Barkley's coming to show for it. And Tammy Abraham. Aspie gets it back from Barkley. Goes back to Willian. Goes back to Rudiger. 35, 40 yards from goal. Switches it to Alonso. Level with the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Comes inside. Looking for a ball. He hasn't got one. Mason Mount. Drop deep to come and get it. Comes back to Azpilicueta. 10 yards inside their half now. Abraham to Ross Barkley. Mason Mount. Barkley was half-hearted. If only he'd gone in there full power, he would have won that ball. Abraham played the ball off for a nice little ball for Barkley to flick inside and get inside the box, but he didn't do it. Christensen's looking for Abraham now on halfway. Plays the ball up to the edge of their box and they deal with it. Declan Rice does well under pressure. Agbona back to the left back. Cresswell plays it up the line and Christensen wins it and it's gone forward to Tammy, but he's offside. Urgency from Chelsea needed. Really need it. "56 minutes gone. 2-1 West Ham. West Ham free kick, lumped forward to Antonio. Aspie wins it at right back. Willian drops and picks the ball up. Aspie tries to clear it under pressure and it goes out for West Ham throw. 25 yards out, left-hand side, inside our half. Cresswell. They're going to take all the time in the world now, West Ham. You have to excuse me if it looks like I'm glowing. It's really hot, this sweatshirt. It's really hot in here. Right, anyway, Willian. Chelsea do well to get rid of the ball, but West Ham win it back. Like Tammy Abraham. Plays it up to Barkley, driving forward, 10 yards inside our half. Goes square to Pulisic. Now to Alonso, 15 yards, 20 yards inside their half. Comes inside. Pulisic, 25 yards out, and Rice tackles him. Great tackle from Declan Rice, you have to say. And West Ham break. Down the right-hand side with Bowen. Rudiger goes across. Conte's trying to get back with Christensen. They got a man over, Lanzini on the left-hand side. And he shoots as Aspie throws himself at the ball and he goes high, wide. Handsome. That was dangerous. At one point, if West Ham played the right ball, they had 4-on-3 and they didn't. Chelsea need to up their game here. Hello, Ufter United. Top 4 is yours. We'll see. We will see. Right. Chelsea ball. Barkley. 10 yards inside his own half. Rides a challenge from Antonio and plays it to right back. Aspie. Willian. 10 yards inside their half. Goes back to Aspie. 10 yards inside our half. And he goes square to Rudiger. Rudiger. Pulisic looking for a flick to Abraham. Doesn't come off and we give it away. But West Ham then give the ball away. They don't. Bowen's done well to make the most of it. But Rudiger comes across, wins the ball, gives it back to Kepa. Conte's got the ball. Plays it up to halfway and Pulisic turns. Turns Rice. Rice holds him up. Goes back to Barkley. Comes this way to Aspie. Willian, 30 yards out. Right hand side. On the touchline. Goes past Lanzini. Gets it back from Aspie. Been held up now, Willian. He's stopped. He's literally standing still. Beats the defender. Holds it up. He's trying to play for a throw or a set piece or something, but they've won it back and they clear it. Conte beats Antonio with a header and flicks it back to Christensen. Inside our half again. Rudiger. Plays it forward to Mason Mount. Goes back to Rudiger. On halfway. Plays to Mason Mount at left back, who plays it forward to Alonso, who's now going forward 10 yards from the byline. Left hand corner, Alonso holding off 2 players. Gets a Chelsea throw. Right by the corner flag. Look for an early throw. Wasn't there, so goes back to Pulisic. Pulisic to Conte. Barkley makes himself available. Squares it to Christensen, 30 yards out. Rice holds him up. It goes back to Barkley. Barkley looking for an opening, hasn't got one. Goes back to Christensen. Ball goes into Alonso. Abraham running to the box. He's forced backwards and gives the ball away. West Ham play it up to Antonio, who's 20 yards inside his half by himself, and Rudiger brings him down. Gives away a stupid free kick, which gives West Ham a chance to push up the pitch. He hasn't got to do that. He's 20 yards inside his own half, and Rudiger's holding onto his arm, and it's obvious that he's going to go down. He hasn't got to do that. I don't know why he bothers doing it. The stupid tackle or free kick to give away. So West Ham lump it forward, and Antonio, what have they done here? Offside or free kick or something. Anyway, we've got the ball halfway inside our half with Alonso at left back. Comes square to Conte, who's dropped deep to help him, and Christensen next to Conte comes forward on the right hand side. Plays it to Willian, who goes back inside to Conte and halfway. Turns away from Fornals and gives it to Aspi, who's 30 yards out, right hand side. Comes back into Conte. Barkley in space. West Ham have got everyone behind the ball. Barkley sees Mason Mount, who's made a run inside. Mount tried to feed it into Abraham. Got the wires crossed. Abraham went that way, the ball went that way, and it broken down. Meanwhile, Antonio had the ball played up to him, turned Rudiger. Rudiger with a burst of pace, wins it back and goes back to Kepa. It's going to be like the Alamo now. All Chelsea. We just got to stop giving away set pieces. Conte, halfway, tries to find Alonso, but gives the ball away. Chelsea do well to force them backwards. Conte is now giving away a free kick on halfway, right-hand side on Fornals, and he might be booked for that. I'm not sure. It's not Fornals. It is Fornals. There's no booking. Stupid free kick again to give away. West Ham, in these positions, they're not going anywhere with the ball. Just stand up, make them play the ball. Right, Ross Barkley's coming off. 62 minutes gone. Barkley's coming off. Loftus-Cheek's coming on, and Tammy Abraham's coming off. Olivier Giroud. Let's see where Loftus-Cheek plays. Hopefully it's through the middle. I don't want to see Loftus-Cheek playing in wide areas. Come on, Rylan. Rylan Clark, come on, mate. Sorry, Rylan Clark-Neal, we should say. Lampard, looking stern-faced. West Ham free kick. 5 yards inside our half, right-hand side. They're going to lump it towards the box again. And he does. Up to Antonio. Over his head. Kepa collects the ball with no pressure whatsoever. Strides forward, gives it to Christensen, who strides outside the box with the ball. Up to Loftus-Cheek. Williams making a run in the right-hand channel. He's going to get there. Crosses, first time. Loftus-Cheek with a side foot. The ball comes across him. He opens his body up, left-footed, and he side-foots it, and it goes wide. But the ball's still in. Alonso gets the throw in. That was a chance. That was a very good chance. Great from Willian. Loftus-Cheek would have done better with his right foot. Right, Chelsea's got the ball. Christensen, 10 yards inside the West Ham half. Dead centre. Comes wide right to Willian. Willian cuts inside. Edge of the box, right-hand side. Got nothing. Goes back to Conte. This time Aspi's there. They got 4 players around him. Willian comes inside. Pulisic skips around a challenge into the box, right-hand side. Oh, he dinked it up in the air and over Giroud, unfortunately, but Willian's there again to collect it. Alonso, left-hand side. Cross comes in, headed back. West Ham clearing it. 2 Chelsea players went for the same ball. As the shot was blocked from Alonso, it was hanging over the far post. 2 Chelsea players went for the same ball. They head it back and there's no one there. Pressure still building. Aspi, right-hand side. Cross comes in, blocked. We are camped outside their half, their box even. Aspi, on the right-hand side, challenged That's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. Lanzini get booked for that. As Aspie's passed it back, he's taken him out. Hi, Ali Qaeda, how you doing? Right, so Chelsea's got a free kick. Literally level with the penalty, the edge of the penalty box on the right-hand side. Cross goes in. Previous, just showing you what happened before. Pulisic, great run in the box, right-hand side. Cross, dinks the cross into Giroud. It's just over his head. Comes out to Willian, plays Alonso. Cross, shot from the left-hand side is blocked. It deflects to the far side. And two Chelsea players go for the same ball. And when they head it back, there's no one there. Mason Mount to take a free kick to whip it in. Right on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Headed. Fabianski saves it. Headed by Giroud. Easy. No pace on the ball. In fact, it's come off the back of his neck, Giroud, which is why there was no pace. 66 minutes gone. 2-1 West Ham. It's all Chelsea now. Right, goal kick is won by Chelsea. And Aspie looking for Giroud. They deal with it easy. 10 yards inside their half. Lanzini back to Cresswell. Conte covering Aspie at right back. Gives the ball to Loftus-Cheek. Chests it down. Turns. The right hand side. Gives it to Willian. Goes back to Aspie. He goes inside. 40 yards out to Mason Mount. Switches it to Alonso. Left hand side. Cross comes in the box. Loftus-Cheek chests it down to nobody. And West Ham are going to break. And Antonio's going to try and hold the ball up or play for a foul. Do not foul him, Christensen. He doesn't. Antonio gives it back to Lanzini. And Chelsea force West Ham backwards. It's with Cresswell at left back. Plays it just inside their half. And then Mason Mount gives a free kick away. 10 yards inside their half. Foul on Souček. 23 minutes to go, plus injury time. We need 2 goals. West Ham making a change. Lanzini's coming off and Jack Wilshere's coming on. Remember him? Need to just move the ball quicker. That's all we need to do. We've shown that we can get amongst them, edge of the box. West Ham take the free kick and Ogbonna from the left-hand side hits a crossfield ball straight off to nobody. Chelsea throw, 15 yards inside our half. Alonso to take it. We're doing drinks break. Yeah, it's drinks break. That's drinks now. Mason Mount's giving the referee some what for. Don't know why. Right. Drinks break is finished. Yeah. Leave Son of Ericsson yet. I'll have more than that if we lose this. Mind you, if we win it, I probably will as well, to be fair. Right, 20 or so minutes to go, plus injury time for us to get a goal. Need a goal within the next 10 minutes and then be a barnstorming final 10 minutes of the game. Alonso takes the throw. He's halfway inside our half, left-hand side, and goes back to Rudiger, unopposed. Christensen, dead centre, strides forward, 20 yards inside our half, 10 yards. Up to halfway and goes square to Conte, then closed down and he goes back to Christensen. That's what West Ham's doing. West Ham are literally camped inside their half. We've worked the ball well. Christian Pulisic turns, runs at the West Ham defence, is brought down by Declan Rice, and he's brought down 25 yards out. Brilliant from Pulisic. Picked up the ball from Rudiger on halfway, or just inside our half, from Mason Mount even. Drives forward, takes a touch past Declan Rice, who slides in, and Declan Rice takes him out. Chelsea chance, free kick, 25 yards out. Who's taking it? It'd be Willian, Alonso, Mason Mount. The three of them are over the ball. Bearing on where the wall is, you'd have to imagine. So we're literally left of centre, 25 yards out. Fabianski's lined the wall up by is the right-hand side post. It's a chance for Willian. I'll be surprised if Alonso take this because he's got to whip it from out to in, whereas Willian can curl it from in to out. Willian with an opportunity. Looks as though it will be Willian. Mason Mount goes away. Direct chance. Fabianski's dead centre though, so it's going to be difficult to beat him. Willian takes a free kick. He goes the other way and it's gone in. Willian has done the opposite side. You expect him to go over the wall, left-hand side, but he's hit the right-hand post. Literally, Fabianski can't get there. In off the post. Brilliant free kick. Literally perfect. You can't get any better than that. Brilliant. 2-2. Willian steps up. We need to keep him. Get him to sign 2 years. He can still be so influential to us. Right, West Ham have got possession, lumping it forward. I said 10 minutes we get a goal and then we have a barnstorming finish. It's earlier than expected. We're back in it. Rudiger's done well to win possession. Mason Mount, just inside our half, comes inside to Kante. Kante, up to Loftus-Cheek, dead centre halfway. Gives the ball away. But Aspi gets back in and wins it back. Christensen. Loftus-Cheek strides forward onto halfway, right of centre. Plays it in the centre circle to Conte. Goes to Alonso. Pulisic has got space, left-hand side. Strides forward, edge of the box. As a shot, oh, just wide. Giroud's complaining that he didn't give it to him. Is he justified? I still think that was a great opportunity. So I'm just checking see if I can retweet any goals. I will retweet the goals after the game is finished. So make sure you follow my Twitter, Chels Daft at Twitter. Make sure you do that. Right, 17 minutes to go plus injury time. And Mason Mount takes the ball down the left-hand side, halfway inside their half. He's challenged, but he wins it back. And Alonso's got the ball. Loftus-Cheek, 30 yards out, goes back to Conte, who comes back to Christensen, dead centre. Looks for a ball over the top to Alonso. West Ham, edge of their box, get the ball away. But Conte steps forward. Unfortunately, he's challenged and it goes through to the goalkeeper. Yeah. Williams' new salary, yeah. Fabianski lumps the ball forward. Doesn't get any distance on it. Halfway. Wilshere beats Conte with a header. Rice gives it to Cresswell just inside their half and he goes all the way back to Ogbonna, who's going to go all the way back to Fabianski. Captain America, Pulisic is the way forward in this game. He's been the one in this game that has taken the ball by the horns and he's the one that's willing to drive at the defenders. Brilliant. Brilliant free kick. Brilliant free kick from William. Just seeing the replay again. Fabianski expects him to go over the wall to the right-hand side, but he goes the opposite side. Brilliant. Ball played up to Mason Mount. He made a late run in the box, but he can't control it, and they clear it. Ball goes out for Chelsea throw. Conte, 10 yards inside our half, goes back to Rudiger, who's on halfway, left-hand side. Back out to Conte, playing in the left back position currently. Alonso's pushed high up. It's only temporary. Ball comes out to Azpilicueta. Goes back to Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea are probing. Willian turns. Dead centre. 30 yards out. Tries to feed the ball in to Giroud inside the box, but West Ham block and clear it. Alonso's won a header. Mount's done well to win it from Declan Rice. And Rice, West Ham are trying to come out and Chelsea are covering everything at the minute. West Ham simply can't keep hold of possession. It's all Chelsea. Loftus-Cheek playing in the middle, which is where he should be playing. He's like a Rolls Royce when he glides. He glides across that pitch. West Ham clear the ball. Goes out for a throw right in front of David Moyes in his technical area. 10 yards inside. West Ham's off. Chelsea throw. 15 minutes to go. Mason Mount. They've worked the ball well. Alonso comes inside. Conte, 30 yards out. Mount picks the ball up, looking for a ball. Giroud shows. Nice little touch. He tried to flick it across to get Mount in. We've won it back. Pulisic, left-hand side. Cuts inside the defender. Defender clears it and it goes for a Chelsea corner. 14 minutes to go. Pulisic is man of the match so far. Conte in that position that he plays where he's just busy. Right, Chelsea corner. We got big men on the pitch now. We've got Alonso with height, Giroud with height, Christensen, Loftus-Cheek, Rudiger. Cross comes in, back post. Keeper punches the ball away and Alonso tries a scissor kick from the edge of the box. It would have done well to be over an American football goal rather than anything else. Giroud kindly assists Fabianski by putting the ball down where it should be, encouraging West Ham to hurry things up. West Ham change. Who's coming off for West Ham? Taking their time. Jared Bowen's coming off. Yarmolenko's coming on. Again, more height coming on for West Ham. A basketball team. Right. So, goal kicks taken. Lumped forward again. Loftus-Cheek wins a header. Unchallenged. And Pulisic finds Giroud. Played up, but West Ham clear the ball. Free kick was given away. Giroud left his foot in. Excuse me, on Jack Wilshere. West Ham free kick, 10 yards inside their half. Dead centre. They come this way, to the left. Agbonna looking for Antonio, who's held the ball up. Cresswell, 10 yards outside our box. Left-hand corner. Declan Rice plays it up to Fornals. They go wide right to Yarmolenko. Edge of our box. He's looking to cut in. Alonso's holding him up. Back to the right back. Same position. Edge of our box. Alonso fronting him up. Yarmolenko. Right back's down to the byline. Cross comes into the back post. Headed away. It came off. The header from Cresswell. Come off the back of the West Ham forward. And goes out for a Chelsea goal kick. Cheryl, I think you might be right. Well, I mean, Jordan Pickford. Do you want Jordan Pickford? Right. 78 minutes gone. Well, 78 minutes gone. 79 minutes gone. Chelsea's got possession with Christensen. Plays it up to Aspi, right back, but he's right on halfway. Goes back to Christensen. Conte. Loftus-Cheek's had to drop in and pick the ball up. Goes all the way back to Kepa. Kepa to Rudiger. Rudiger comes this way to Christensen. Right-hand side, right of centre. Plays it up to Willian on halfway. Steps inside a challenge. And then he's fronted up by Jack Wilshere. So he comes inside to Mason Mount. Penalty. Centre circle. Halfway. Up to Alonso. Comes inside towards the edge of the box and goes back to Mount. Willian, dead centre. 35 yards out. Strides forward. Edge of the box. Flicks it out to Aspi. Cross comes in. Giroud tried to get there, but he's beaten by the defender. Headed away. Yarmolenko gets the ball away. West Ham clear it out of their box. Up to Antonio, who's up against two defenders now. Christensen and Rudiger are both crowding him out every time they're looking for that ball. Aspi, right-hand corner, towards the byline. Played in by Loftus-Cheek. Pulls the ball back to the penalty spot, but there was nobody there. West Ham play up to Antonio, and this time he's got space. And Yarmolenko with acres of space on the right-hand side with Alonso going across 30, 40 yards from our goal. Right-hand side. He comes inside looking for a run. Right backs overlapping. Jack Wilshere, edge of the box. The ball's come out to Antonio, and Kepa's done fantastically well. Cheryl, I tell you, if you see this, Cheryl, you ball's on the right hand side. The right back plays it into Jack Wilshere, who right hand corner of the centre edge of the box, goes for Rudiger's legs. And he's played into Antonio's path, who's in on goal. Kepa comes out, and Kepa blocks the ball. Antonio goes over him, appealing for a penalty. Never. Kepa did fantastically well, and Willian gets himself a yellow card. We play the ball up to Willian the halfway. Cresswell steps in front of him. Willian drags him back. Yellow card. Free kick again, West Ham. 9 minutes plus injury time to go. 2-2. Cresswell's going to lump the ball forward. Chelsea's holding the line 10 yards outside their box. Ball gets floated towards the far post. Rudiger wins a great header, but they pick up the second ball. Wilshere, 35 yards out, middle of the pitch, looking for a pass. Declan Rice is there. Chelsea's got a good defensive line here. It's gone all the way back, dead centre, halfway line to Ogbonna. Comes out to this left-hand side. Looking for Cresswell, and Cresswell's offside. Right back position for Chelsea. Azpilicueta with a free kick for the offside. Bit of a waste from West Ham, you have to say. Good line from Chelsea. They push right forward. Cresswell looking along the line, gets caught offside. Chelsea have moved the ball from left to right, and it's coming back again. Azpilicueta right back position. 20 yards inside West Ham's half. Gives it to Willian. Comes inside. 30 yards from goal. Right hand side. Comes square and backwards to Conte. Gives it to Mason Mount. Pulisic gets it back. Goes to Alonso. Drives across in. Giroud tried to have a shot. It didn't really look like it was 100% committed to it. He actually won the ball, but sort of dragged it rather than hit it with any purpose. Willian, Loftus-Cheek, Azpilicueta, edge of the box, cross comes in, right hand side. They deal with it easily, and Declan Rice plays it up to Antonio, and Yarmolenko, acres of space down the right hand side. Alonso can't get back, but they waste it again. Yarmolenko tries to play an early pass to Antonio. Rudiger holds his position, heads it away. Alonso pushing further forward now, because West Ham are only playing Antonio up by themselves. So Alonso's pushing forward, but he needs to be careful of Yarmolenko, because as soon as we lose the ball, Yarmolenko's got acres of space. Hi, Cynthia. Right, we've got the ball. Work the ball, edge of the box, right hand side. Willian goes back inside, 10 yards outside their box. Mason Mount tries to drill a ball into Loftus-Cheek, who tried to control it, and he can't, and it's offside. 5 to go, 6 to go, plus injury time. Mason Mount really did drill the ball. I think Giroud probably thought they're just trying to replay the Giroud chance. Alonso, 10 yards from the byline, left-hand side, drills it in the box, and Giroud, as he's coming onto it, he's got a defender in front of him who's reaching to try and make contact. Defender behind him, and I honestly think that Giroud thinks the defender's getting there, so he isn't committed to it. Right, Pulisic on halfway, dead centre, striding forward, 2 West Ham players around him. Gets to the edge of the box, but he's then challenged and he's hunting the ball down again. And he's done well. Conte mops up, left back position. Plays it inside to Loftus-Cheek. Aspi, 35 yards out, comes wide right to Willian. Goes back inside to Loftus-Cheek, who goes back on the centre circle to Christensen and then plays it forward on the diagonal left to Conte. Alonso, edge of the box, strides forward, tries to get across to the back post. Aspi, with a push, needless push, can't get there, gives away a free kick. It comes to nothing. Four minutes plus injury time. This point, as it stands, puts us level with Leicester and 3 points clear of Man United. We need a winner to go 5 clear. Nice little bit of daylight would be nice. Moyes barking his instructions. They're going to lump it forward, West Ham. And they do. Rudiger doesn't win the header, but Alonso clears from left back up to Giroud. Comes to halfway. Loftus-Cheek collects the ball, turns. Just literally knocks it past Fornals like he's standing still. Then, brilliant. Just takes his time. Plays wide right. Aspi, edge of the box. Cross comes in. Back post. Yarmolenko covering Alonso. Heads it away for a corner. Chelsea corner. Very frustrating touch one. Apologies if I'm a bit shiny. It's very hot in here. Right, corner comes in. Alonso with a header near post. Heads it about 10 yards wide and about 40 yards over the bar. It's all Chelsea. Just need to find that one ball or play for a free kick edge of the box again. Will Frank make any more changes? He's made 3 so far. He's still got 2 to go. Can't see it happening. Fabianski, a little skip on his goal line, wasting time. Takes the goal kick, lumps the ball forward. 20 yards inside our half. Loftus-Cheek misses the header, but Antonio heads it to the right-hand side. Offside. This point puts West Ham 1 point above the relegation zone and above Watford on goal difference. So the game's just important to West Ham as it is to us. Right, so we're 5 yards inside our half. Christensen, with nobody near him, plays the ball to Aspi, right wing, and gives Aspi a pass. And Aspi can't keep the ball in. We'll just give the ball away. West Ham throw in. 15 yards inside their half. I don't know. Touch one, I don't know. Difficult, isn't it? It does say a lot. If you've seen the videos on my channel, it says a lot that Jorginho has not been involved in any of these 4 games so far. I think he's gone. Loftus-Cheek, just inside their half, comes wide to Willian. Aspi, inside to Conte. Strides forward, goes square to Mason Mount. 40 yards out. Right of centre, Aspi looks for a cross to the back post. Cleared. Conte to go up to win a header and Rice clears the ball away. Antonio. They got a man over. I keep saying about Yarmolenko and he's in. Rudiger's fronting him up. He comes in on his left foot and Yarmolenko has scored and West Ham are 3-2. What did I say a minute ago about Alonso and watching Yarmolenko? Have they disallowed it? No, they haven't. It's a goal. It's an absolute joke. I just said about the fact that when they break, Alonso, because he's pushed so far forward, he's not covering Yarmolenko. And when Antonio picks the ball up, they clear it West Ham. It goes up to Antonio halfway line. He holds off a challenge, turns inside. Yarmolenko is in acres of space on the right-hand side. He takes a touch and he's on the edge of the box. Rudiger fronts him up. He cuts inside to his left foot. There's nobody else near him. It's just him and Kepa can't get there. It's right in the corner, left-footed, 3-2 West Ham. You could see it coming a mile off. You could see it coming a mile off. I know Chelsea are dominating. Chelsea are pushing for a goal, but Alonso has got to be aware of the fact that this guy is playing on the right wing, and as soon as he gets an opportunity, he will press forward. And if you do that, you've got to go covering him, and you don't. Chelsea had too many players push forward. West Ham just break a ball up to Antonio, and Antonio just holds it up, plays him in on the right-hand side. Akers, and they score. 4 minutes of injury time. We'll just play the ball up to Giroud, way over his head, and the West Ham defender's ducked. It's gone across to Fabianski. He lumps it forward. 3 minutes to go. Yarmolenko, down the right-hand side again, holds off Rudiger. Alonso does well this time. Comes forward with the ball. Gives it to Pulisic. Backed literally 15 yards inside our half. West Ham win it back. Now they're literally playing keep ball. Antonio has won a throw-in 5 yards from the corner flag. Inside our half. The coverage is focusing on Marcos Alonso, and it's just showing you an angle of the goal from a camera set far back in the stadium, and you can see what happened. You can see how the goal played out. West Ham have taken off 4 miles and brought Balbena on. West Ham throwing by the corner flag. Antonio's just holding it up. He's holding off Rudiger and Alonso. And then Mason Mount's won a free kick. We're literally 10 yards from our corner flag, left-hand side. Right, Christensen comes out of our box in the dead centre. Strides forward to halfway. West Ham, all of them. They've got now 5 players playing at the back now. 3 centre-backs. We've got possession of the ball. 40 yards out. Conte comes this way to Aspi. Level with the edge of the box. Gives it to Willian. West Ham have got 6 players in the middle of the box currently. Pulisic. 30 yards out. Dead centre. Gives it to Conte. Conte strikes it. And the ball goes wide. And that's probably it. A minute of West Ham. A minute of West Ham. A minute of injury time to go. Talk about throw it away. It was clear what West Ham were going to do. It was clear. I mean, there was a chance earlier, 10 yards, 10 minutes earlier, when West Ham had a chance to break with Yarmolenko. And we said at the time, I said at the time, you have to watch him. If you're going to press forward, someone needs to cover him. And we didn't do it, and we've been made to pay. We've now, Alonso, with his frustration, has now given away a free kick just inside our half, right-hand side, 93rd minute, 57 seconds. The game is virtually over. Cliff, yeah, it's one of these games where West Ham, you always know what they're going to do. They're going to sit in their defensive lines. They're going to sit behind the ball. They're going to make it difficult. They're going to close the space in front of the back four. And they're going to look to play off set pieces and things like that. Right, still playing. Cresswell, left back position, plays it up to Jack Wilshere, who's down the left-hand side with Aspi. We've got the ball 10 yards from our corner flag. Kepa to take a free kick to lump the ball forward. Kepa lumps it forward, and the referee blows a whistle, and it's finished. 3-2 West Ham. Chelsea lose, and that's disappointing. That is really disappointing, especially when you can see the goal coming. So that is disappointing, guys. What do you say? I mean, you're going to see the highlights of the game anyway. You'll see the goals, the Twitter and things like that. Just wait till you see their last goal and what happened in the build up to it. Disappointing result, but thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. I haven't done this before. It's the first time I've done it, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. So yeah, so enjoy the rest of your evening. We go again the weekend, Watford, and then see what happens. But we've extended the lead to 2 points to Man United, but there are points dropped, and Frank does not look happy at all, has to be said. Thanks for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks very much. See you all next time. Thanks for watching. Gutted.